Good morning, you legends. Today is my birthday, and well, what a morning it is today. You can tell it's my birthday today because, well, it seems to be the first frost of the year. So this is going to be a fun one. We gotta get everything all cooked up and warm.
It's funny.
And yeah, get outside and we'll start scrapering. It is an absolutely gorgeous morning. However, there we go. However, it does mean that we've got to defrost the car and give it a wipe on the inside. I don't like doing the wipe on the inside because, well, it gets water everywhere. And then it screws up the windows, you can't see out of it. However, you need to be able to see where you're going, obviously. Oh my god, it's freezing cold. So yeah, it is my birthday today. It's freezing cold. We can't see a damn thing. So I thought about taking you legends on a little trip today, kind of little vlog, if you like, so you can see just how exciting my day is.
If you want to follow us, mate, on Instagram, BAYRJARGAL0501. Thank you, mate. We've really run out of time, sorry, but maybe I'll check in with you in a bit. I don't want your naughty to Okay, alright, Andy, thank you. Because the sky is what we got of here. Thank you very much, Andy Pizza. And on that bombshell, we'll be right back.
So at work today, as far as I'm aware, not doing anything fantastic, but I'd just like you to introduce just somebody who's important at work, who keeps us going. This is little boy. His name is Dylan. And he's pretty much got free range in the land. And he's the cutest little pudding that you've ever seen. And he very kind of clingy dog. But he's a good old dog really, he's loyal to the core, just like most doggies. He keeps getting himself covered in weeds. But yeah, these little sticky weeds. Show the people. Boy. So we're ever grooming him, trying to keep him out of the bonfire and stuff, but it'll do. Hello. Literally one of the biggest influences in why I took the job. Mad. So today this is where I will be spending most of my day because I've got a little bit of a task to do. So this is the room that my boss does most of his clay modelling, but it's also the right place where we make our moulds. And our moulds consist of this stuff. So it's a rubber that you can melt and keep reusing. So it's actually pretty decent because what it means is once we've cast a total number of pieces, we can reuse the rubber, we can melt it down and destroy it. So that is basically my job. We've had a client who deals with Sid Hartley. Sid Hartley's an RA artist who's passed away years ago. And the gallery that's looking after his work uses us to cast his work. So we've just gone through a lot of his moulds and discovered a lot of stuff that has hit the limit, so there can be no more made, so we destroyed them. But it left us with loads and loads of rubber. So my job today is to put all of these colours all together. So that'll be one set, that'll be another set, and then the blues, that'll be a third set. I'll put them into this machine here. What this does is it melts it down, and we'll just make blocks out of it, so it's easier to store and easier to handle. But that is basically what I'll be doing today. Fun. So basically this is just all old moulds. A leg, an arm, a body, you know, these kind of things, and we'll just hack them up. The rubber cut's easy enough with a nice sharp knife. Just slice into it, rip it up, stuff it in there, and it'll melt. And when we've got enough, we'll open the gate, we'll fill up the tray, and we'll make blocks out of it, like those up there. Found this little bugger at work, just chilling. And he was trying to hide away because it's got colder, so he's trying to warm himself up now. But it's kind of, I need him to go so I can get on with some work. But always be kind to nature. It's stronger than this. It's been around for a lot longer than this. And it's also awesome. Fly, little buddy. I ain't pump somewhere in the sun now, but come on the slab. Rubber update. I've nearly got one colour halfway done. We're going to all cut up and prepare it to go in the melter. This is all that's left of it, and there's some scraps in the bucket. Currently melting away in there. And then we're on to orange. And orange is a little bit more fun. The orange stuff is a lead-based rubber. So it has an interesting aroma and whatnot to it. So we just have to be careful really and just not breathe in the fumes. But that's why I've got this big wooden box on the top. Sucks out the fumes anyway. But yeah, this is taking me a while, so just to melt half of that rubber, it's taking nearly 2 hours. So there's a lot to do, a lot to do. So once you've melted everything, we let it pour into the tray. We have full tray this of really hot molten rubber, basically. And yeah, it comes out like this. Let it cool for a bit, and it's one big sheet of rubber. It's quite heavy as well, to be fair. And then we're just slicing it up and put it into blocks on the shelf. But realistically, this is why I don't really vlog. It is an interesting job, don't get me wrong. But once you've seen the processes, unless you're working the job, it's not really all that interesting anymore. There are little kind of tips, I suppose, that we could show you to go a long way that we could learn, but day to day, what I do, this is just a tiny, tiny part of it. We are literally trying to melt tons of rubber. It's a slow process, not an awful lot fits in this little machine. Yeah, we've got a lot to go at. So I've been cutting the bits up into flat pieces and chunks. The chunks are the fatter pieces, obviously, to help it kind of melt. And then the thinner pieces are going as smaller flat pieces. It helps it a lot, but we've been at this 4 hours. We've only just finished one colour. I got all of this to go. It's gonna be a long day. So we're getting through the rubber. I do apologise there's not been much footage, but that's because I have to wear my gloves because a lot of these molds have been stored outside, so they do get covered in rat and mouse muck. So it's a bit of a mare. Plus I'm allergic to that. Go figure. So yeah, I've been gloved up a lot, but we are getting through it. I've got one colour down, and I'm just working on the orange stuff at the minute. It's the first block really. There's another one in the tray cooling down. Because the problem is, because we're melting constantly throughout the day, we pour it into the tray and kind of wait for it to cool. The tray's not actually cooling down, so when we put it into the tray, it's staying hot for too long, which is causing us a little bit of a problem because we've got the next batch ready and the one in the tray is still liquid, and we've only got one tray. So, but there you go, small problem. So it's the end of the first day, and honestly, you never really think I've done much, but actually I have. Bear in mind it takes nearly an hour and a half to make an entire pot full. We've done all of this, and we've done this. It doesn't look like that's 3 trays full. It's just running out the last pieces, and then I'll pour a tray, and then that will go off overnight. But yeah, basically I'm not putting any more rubber in because I gotta go home soon, and then I gotta do all this all again tomorrow. But there is literally hundreds and hundreds of kilos here. It's crazy, but slims it down, I guess. From being crammed all like that to being like that on the shelf, it's easier to store like that. Much easier. Yeah, so the rest of the vlog was kind of non-existent because I forgot. Mad as it is, as soon as I stopped that last clip at work, I went into the other part of the workshop, picked up my gear, jumped in my car, and everything else just slips my mind. Because my life isn't that interesting, thinking about vlogging it isn't a top priority. Well, basically what happened when I got home anyway is I had some food, I jumped online to play games with some friends. This is literally what I do. My birthday isn't a big event for me, it's not something that I celebrate. Everybody wished me happy birthday through social media and messages to my phone and everything else, and I appreciate those guys, but for me, I don't do anything. Like, friends book time off work and like everybody does stuff, but for me it's a nice day if it just slides on past, you know. I appreciate the wishes, and that's great. As for work vlogs, I'd love to do more work vlogs, but ultimately I'm still kind of new at my job. I've only been there for 2 years, so I don't want to be sat there in front of the boss like try to talk to you guys and try and put over what I've learnt in those 2 years, because it looks like it's a bit weird really, isn't it? It should be coming from him. Don't be expecting too much work vlog stuff, and also don't really be expecting too much vlog stuff. It's not something that I feel comfortable in. Being an introvert, it's really weird walking around holding a camera in your face and talking to it. People see that and they just think you're a bit nuts anyway, and I don't need that help. But ultimately, if you kind of enjoyed this brief little snippet into this tiny little bit at work, just let me know and I'll see what I can do and see if I can get hold of anything else, or, you know, talk about a little bit more, show you stuff around. Might not be as long as this one, but I'll see what I can do for you guys. So yeah, thanks, and another year older. Yee.